Small town America, are your streets safe? This is a question we all had to ask ourselves during the Cold War because there were outside forces that were jealous of our way of life and wanted to destroy everything we stood for, or at least that's what we'd been told. Today, we're looking at a film that is going to teach us how to recognize small town espionage, or maybe teach us how to perform small town espionage. The title's not exactly clear which side of this we're going to be looking at. You see, I like to browse archive websites sometimes, and I like to look at public domain government footage because it's interesting for a lot of reasons. It really shows the perspectives of the time, but also because it can't be content theft if it belongs to the people. That was a test, by the way. That was a communist sympathizing statement. If you didn't pick up on that, you need this video more than you know. Yes, today's video is called Small Town Espionage. It was released in 1960, and I think it will be very useful to help us assess the security of our streets and our nation. So here we go. This is Small Town Espionage, and I will put a link for those of you interested. Take notes and learn how we can keep our people safe.
Main Street. It's not so very different from thousands like it all over the United States. Smaller, perhaps, than some you've known, yet large enough to service the needs of the local population. It has a modern drugstore where you can find hundreds of items from aspirin and razor blades to Cokes and chocolate sundaes. As usual, it's the favorite hangout for the younger set, who spend their leisure time indulging in laughter, calories, and that great American institution, the jukebox.
That'll probably get me DMCA'd. What a time it was, huh? The youth spent their time hanging out at the drugstore drinking milkshakes. Can you imagine that today? Hey, y'all, let's go down to the Walgreens. We're going to get ourselves some calories and put on the jukebox. Good old American institution.
There's a department store. Featuring the latest spring fashions.
Okay, we got the poodle skirt, although that kind of looks more like a horse.
A hardware store. They're offering a special on gardening tools today. A library. And a church. Strangely enough, its doors are always locked.
That's the espionage right there. The church with its doors always locked. Nothing good is going on behind those church doors.
But there are many strange things about this town. Even a casual observer would note the utter cleanliness of the streets and houses. He would also receive the impression that everything in town was brand new, as though it had sprung up overnight. A closer examination of the inhabitants would reveal that all of them seemed to be in their early 20s. Policemen, businessmen, mechanics. Even more unusual is the absence of older people and children. No matter where you look, there aren't any children. Yet, the population seems...
So let me get this right. It's a bunch of young people who are able to afford houses in a clean and safe neighborhood with new appliances and no children in sight. If you pitched this to a certain class of person today, there would be no amount of money you could pitch them that would be too high for them to buy into this.
Large enough and busy enough. most of the activity seems to center around the campus of a small college that is located in the center of town. As a matter of fact, the town is merely an extension of these classrooms. This is no ordinary school. The students here have been handpicked from thousands of applicants all over the country. Although they may come from different walks of life, certain characteristics are common to all. They are brilliant and determined.
We turn now to the subject of motor travel in the United States of America. You will find that as you drive from city to city, that few Americans any longer use the centralized hotels which have been a part of their past. Instead, they use small places of residence on the outskirts of cities, on the main highways, which are called motels, motor hotels, motor courts, and the like. But first, before going into this subject in more detail, we will see a short training film in which you will see demonstrations of devices which have been used successfully in the past, as well as some of the latest models that are available. Pay close attention.
Okay, this is it. This is the espionage we've been waiting for.
American motel. They can be found all over the United States. Since most Americans use automobiles as their basic mode of transportation, motels have become very popular. Because of the luxurious facilities that most motels offer, even those who travel by rail or air seem to prefer them to the ordinary hotels that are found near transportation terminals. As you can see...
Wait a second. Is the American dream so far gone that motels used to be a nice, luxurious place? Was there actually a time when people preferred motels to just like a standard hotel and would call them luxurious? I don't think I've ever been to a motel that matches that description. Let me know if I'm wrong, though. Maybe I've just been picking the wrong ones the entire time.
The interior of this room offers many opportunities for the use of surreptitious listening devices. A few years
we don't need to install surreptitious listening devices anymore. Today, it's more like, hey, listening device, upload that geolocated photo of me to social media for everybody to see, and make sure it's searchable as well. Thank you.
ago, the only devices available to us were tiny microphones, which could be installed behind the walls or under the floors. However, the installation of these microphones took time, and the accompanying wire made them susceptible to discovery. Today, we are no longer faced with that problem. To the unpracticed eye, there is nothing suspicious about this room. Nevertheless, these men are, for all practical purposes, speaking directly into a microphone. As part of the decor, most motel rooms display inexpensive lithographs, enclosed in a simple frame. This one, however, is used to camouflage one of the simplest devices available. Enclosed within the frame, behind the print, is a complete battery-operated microphone and transmitter. There are no wires or buttons visible. The batteries can operate continuously for more than 200 hours and are easily obtained. The advantages that this unit possesses are obvious. A new picture can simply be exchanged with one already in the room, or if time permits, the existing picture can be utilized by inserting the transmitter kit into the frame.
I'm still confused here. I still don't know which side of the equation we're on in this video. I don't know if this is supposed to be teaching us to look out for listening devices, because it's not giving us any hints to locate them. But I also don't know if it's supposed to be teaching us how we can install listening devices. It's probably the most neutrally presented piece of information I have ever seen. You know, when you watch a film like this, you sometimes expect it to be like straight up propaganda and take a very heavy stance. This one doesn't seem to care. This one's just putting it all out on the line. The facts are the facts, whether you like them or not, and what you do with that is up to you.
3/4 of an inch is the minimum thickness of frame that is required for installation. Reception is usually excellent, no matter where the voices are located in the room.
On that production figure for DC, I have the estimated daily production of 3. What do you show unit cost at?
The estimated unit cost
Second one down.
is $5,245.
Not only can a conversation be plainly heard,
Why?
but a permanent record made,
Looks good, too.
one that can be used for future reference, simply by using this small tape recorder in conjunction with the rest of the equipment.
I like how they are so clearly enunciating and speaking into a microphone for the purposes of demonstration. I don't know that I have ever heard two people have a natural conversation in that tone unless they knew they were being recorded.
The listener doesn't have to be close to the transmitter. He can be a block away, sometimes up to 1/4 of a mile away, if conditions are just right.
Imagine transmitting audio a quarter
A
mile.
passerby would notice nothing out of the ordinary here. Just a motorist checking his route on a road map. Appearances can deceive. That hearing aid in his ear is actually wired to a tiny receiver, which allows him to hear what is being said in the motel room.
I think they should. I don't see any reason why not.
A permanent record of the conversation can be made under these circumstances just as easily as if he were hidden from view. The recorder can be hidden.
Just thinking about the sheer number of technology in this video that we just don't even see anymore. We should keep a running record because right now we've got tape players, we've got physical maps, we've got drugstores that serve milkshakes. That's a lost art. We've got jukeboxes. Let's see what else used to be a daily part of life that we just don't see anymore.
Hidden quite simply, as this man has done. There is enough wire on the spools to record continuously for 4 hours if necessary. Volume controls are simple to make. However, entry is not necessary in order to hear what is being said within a room. If the wall is so thick that the sound waves are blurred or otherwise indistinct, a long metal probe can be attached to the mic and pushed through the inner wall to the inside of the wall of the other room. The vibrations then pass.
Imagine sitting in your hotel room and you're having a conversation with somebody and a metal probe just sticks through the wall. You're the guy on the other side of the wall saying, no, don't worry about me. Just continue.
From the wall, through the probe, to the microphone, clearly reproducing any sounds emanating from the next room.
Oh, phone
The
booth?
contact microphone has
That's
other
another
uses.
one.
Because of its small size, it is easily concealed and can be used even in public with success. It is a simple matter to lean against a telephone booth without attracting attention. The microphone is simply carried in a coat or trouser pocket and pressed against the glass.
I don't know, I feel like personal space still applies in a phone booth. I've never used one, but I feel like if I'm having a conversation in a phone booth and somebody outside is leaning against the booth, I'm going to be like shooing them away. Give me a little space. That feels very suspect, even if I don't know they have a contact mic hidden in their pocket.
These are some of the tools of your trade, weapons of democracy. Learn them well.
Okay, so it kind of seems like we're supposed to be doing the espionage, but for democracy, pro-democracy espionage, I think. I'm still very confused about the framing of this video.
After lunch, you will have an opportunity to try each of the devices which you saw in the film. We'll take each of them in turn, learn what makes them work, and then practice the different installations. It is now 12 o'clock. Class is dismissed until 1.
No, this is no ordinary college. The curriculum offers conventional courses in American history, geography, and chemistry, plus some in photographic techniques, electronics, encrypting and decoding, and lab courses in the use of explosives.
I was going to make a joke about lab courses for explosives being taught in college, but then I checked myself because I remembered that I literally went to college for gunsmithing and building firearms. So, I don't think I am the one to throw that stone.
The students you see here had to pass some of the most difficult entrance exams in the world. They are a special group. They have to be. The rest of the town's population is just as special. The entire town is a duplicate of what you would find all over the United States. It has modern stores, familiar brand names. The menus offer nothing but standard American dishes. The theater shows the latest Hollywood productions.
Okay, that checks out.
But it's completely isolated from other population centers.
Honestly, I feel like we still need to be sending people there today. People who can't act like they have been in society before, send them to the training city. They need to spend some time there learning how to operate in society and be decent with one another, and then they can rejoin us.
And entirely surrounded by barbed wire and armed guards.
Oh, I might want to take back what I just said.
It's called Winitsa and is located in the central Ukraine, one of the southern Soviet socialist republics.
Now that's a twist. That is like a late season TV show twist where you learn that society was a little too perfect for a reason. Wow, I need this to be actually made into something.
The entire town is a huge school designed to train Soviet youth how to live, think, and react like their American counterparts. They drive American cars and obey American traffic regulations. They follow the latest news of America, from sports to Hollywood scandals. Their English is not only flawless, but they specialize in dialects and accents. All of the inhabitants in town are instructors. They coach the students how to conduct themselves.
Can you imagine somebody learning English accents from a Hollywood film of the period, and you come across them in real life and they're the only person you've ever met that speaks with a transatlantic accent?
They're even taught how to buy like an American.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see that credit is an enduring American institution that goes this far back in our history.
The only genuine feature about Winitsa is the fence that surrounds it. Winitsa, School for Spies, small town, USSR.
Small town USSR, that goes kind of hard. This was made by the Sandia Corporation, an ALO security division. I'm not sure I know what that is. The facts about Vinitsa as we have presented them are true to the best of our knowledge. The information was obtained through several intelligence agencies, and we should like to express our gratitude to the men and women who allowed us this brief glimpse behind The Iron Curtain. Okay, so at the end of the day, I don't know that this video really taught us one way or another what to do about small town espionage, how to detect it, or how to perform it. It feels like it just kind of exposed the fact that there is a spy training camp, and that was the end of it. I really thought going into this that we might be getting a list of, suspicious behaviors to watch out for or anything to help us be on alert and serve democracy. But I don't know. I end up feeling a little empty-handed and ill-prepared for the communistic threat. Anyways, let me know what you thought about this one. Obviously, I'm taking a lighthearted take with it, while at the same time, looking back in history at the things that we found important to report on and produce, educational films about. If you have an idea for a public domain or historical video that you would like to see a reaction to and see displayed in a similar manner to this, please drop it in the comments, because if you like this style of video, let me know that too. I would be definitely down to do more of these. I think it's a fun way to look at the past through a present lens. But until that time, please take care of yourselves.